Here's Ontario Police stalking at Superior. This is a psychopath monitoring my vagina the entire time. 1697634, where the Ontario International Airport has been flying over the spin cycle wash and dry, doing so with the people of the state and doing so while monitoring my my device. So this is timing, just like at HOLT and Euclid. That was HOLT Boulevard in San Antonio. And this is just psychopathic pacing. Engineered lights moving across that grocery store, just like inside of the laundromat. He's going to prison. He's pacing with the people. These are demons. They're monitoring me together, and he's monitoring my vagina. I just put my clothes on inside of that laundry room. Vehicle 1120, he's going to prison. He's a psycho. That's a demon. He's a psychopath. He's a stalker, and he's a co-conspirator of murder under the law, but that's a demon. He's a psychopath. He came here to engage in the same criminal activity that they did at HOLT and Euclid. And this is the conduct that Tracy Banks, this is the conduct that Jason Isaac Fields, this entity of demons that are engaged in abusing their positions in government, have plotted, and they thought that this was going to cause me to have a mental breakdown, that it was going to cause me to appear as crazy as they falsely depicted me on paper. And you are looking at the evidence of their mental illness. That's another state actor that's going to prison. He literally drives in, he's crossing my path, he's stalking. And they're doing so waiting for me to come out after being engaged in monitoring my vagina in the bathroom inside of this laundry room. You saw that light activity underneath the vending machine. These demons that are being prosecuted, you're not engaging in retaliation. You keep giving evidence to officials who are going to take action on all this evidence. You're going to be committed. And that is another state actor who is going to federal prison. That's a threat to my life, and it's a threat that I have to undertake because the government itself has been threatening my life. And I remain subject to that while I still remain dispossessed of my money and property, still sleeping outside for those stalkers to engage in harassing and kidnapping. This is what Craig Hazelwood and Owens are doing. They don't have authority under the municipal code, they're stalking. He literally engaged in pacing, drives in, drives around, engineered light over the grocery store, and drives out. And the reason why he's engaging what is waving, that's supposed to be that which is driving. No, it's not driving me crazy. It's showing you, all of you who are witnessing, how psychotic the demon-possessed are. They are in need of martial law. Mike Lorenz is being federally prosecuted by the pattern of conduct by that agency. And he's also being prosecuted for the criminal activity that people of the state are engaging in because of that agency, in concert with that agency. And that agency is engaged in the inhumane sex offense of keeping my genitalia under surveillance in concert with the population. The sun is never over this far on in Ontario. It remains at the Ovid Family Community Library. It's 4:35 p.m. And as I'm in Upland yesterday, it's remaining over the Upland Public Library. That's how I'm capturing it in an image after 5 p.m. over the same D Street window. This is P.O.C, and that's the entity that is targeting me specifically, while this fake sun remains over me as I'm on the same street. Stater Brothers is east of this location. The Ontario Police stalk me on the roads and the highways to this venue, and doing so, coming to where I'm at, stalking. And those that are doing so with them. Jason Fields has no, under the law, if he is in possession of property that belongs to me, I'm going to prosecute for it. He's been holding on to my money and property the government has while stalking and watching me and studying me while you're stalking me. You're going to prison. You're going to federal prison. All right, maintaining an ongoing observation while you're maintaining a system of psychological torture and harassment, and then just doing so because you're fascinated because it doesn't work against me, you're going to be committed. This is pacing under the fake sun, and this is criminal summoning coming right back in. Okay, that's the pattern of conduct, the demons that are stalking with light. Don't forget the entity that's stalking me by helicopter. This is the entity doing so in the vehicles. It's the same exact criminal conduct and wants to be near me. This is the demons. These are the demons that stalk in the bathroom. He's an engineer light. This is what Alex Escobar is doing at 8 o'clock in the morning under the fake sun on the same street. Alex Escobar is going to prison, and so is he. He comes back into this parking lot to engage in what is criminal summoning. This is P.O.C. and Superior, check cashing, spin cycle, dentist braces and implants, Boost Mobile. They're all monitoring with this department. This is P.O.C. and they're subject to prison as well. They're gang stalking together. This is what L. Edwards is doing on the same block at the Ovid Family Community Library. It's light activity, relevant positioning, and ongoing activity creation under the fake sun. L. Edwards is doing it at the Ovid Family Community Library at 9 in the morning. This is P.O.C. This is a short, stumpy midget who's a vagina monitor, and everybody in that car is vagina monitoring as well. This is P.O.C. You're here stalking me. You're here stalking me, Satan.
I can't hear what they're saying.
You can't hear them speak up. I'm not too close. This is the parking lot. This is the parking lot. Pay attention to him. Pay attention to him. I'm in the parking lot. You're here stalking. You're a psychopath. This is a demon that's here stalking me and talking about you can't hear. Let me speak louder while you're stalking, Satan. Let me speak louder while you're stalking. Bearing a gun while you're gang stalking, you're going to prison, you psychopath. You're here monitoring my vagina with those demons in that car. They're getting prosecuted too. He's here stalking. He's here stalking. This is not witchcraft. This is supposed to be witchcraft. It's not witchcraft. He's talking about, can you back up? Can you be quiet? While you're stalking his partners, L. Edwards, his partners, Sergeant Hall and Johnson, and the entity that's engaging in criminal summoning at Safeco, they're all going to prison. This is textbook P.O.C. under a fake son that's on the same block. Stater Brothers, Starbucks right here at the corner. License 1697634, psychopathic pacing, a demon-possessed person that's bearing a weapon is unfit to be in law enforcement, and is gang stalking, engaging in what is gang violence, while engaging in what is the abuse of that position to do so. You're a psychopath, El Hernandez. You're going to prison. And you're going to be committed with your audible activity, pulling over the people of the state to gang stalk me. That department is already fully documented. You're a vagina monitor, a demon stalking with light. This is P.O.C. You can look down all you want. It's already known what you're actually doing. This is the entity that's stalking by helicopter, and it's known what they're doing. These demons stalking with light. And it's pathetic. This is where the airport's stalking, like I stated, and this is that pattern of conduct, and this is the entity that is looking for attention from me. Looking for it. Every time they're in my presence, it's pursuant to stalking. This is psychopathic pacing. Do not be distracted. He's going to prison, and he's going to be committed. This is P.O.C. This is El Hernandez, what it looks like. He's going to prison. All right, he's engaged in what is gang violence by getting onto the force. This is a little reject, probably was bullied in high school, a closeted homosexual, engaging in what is Satanism, gang stalking while wearing a uniform. This is a coward, and this is somebody that is stalking somebody behind a badge, and I'm going to take that badge. This is P.O.C. Currently, by the way, 4:39 p.m. This agency is stalking me by helicopter. So this is the entity that's engaging in the same exact pattern of conduct. Psychopathic pacing with the people of the state. The sun didn't go anywhere today. It's on the same block. They're all stalking. 43501 Henry 4. What's the airport doing? Stalking. Sunlight doesn't swipe across the black asphalt. He's stalking. You can't hear your audible activity. You're monitoring. You're listening to me. Monitoring my vagina in that bathroom. Be prepared to be committed. I know you're listening because you're monitoring my vagina in the bathroom. You're a psychopath. Be prepared to get committed. You're embarrassing yourself in that whole agency. You're going to be stripped butt naked like you want to be. You want to be violated by men. You're going to prison. You like to be a sex offender. That's what you're reaping. You're going to prison. You're a psychopath. This is P.O.C. They're in my path stalking. This will never create any sort of narrative substantiating criminal defamation by this agency. I'm on their cameras while they're stalking me, and I'm documenting it. And you're going to prison. It's my evidence to prosecute you. While I'm here, I'm the center of your whole fake universe. This is not the sun. It's remaining in Upland, California. It's what LAPD is gang stalking me under by helicopter as well. It's what the Fontana Police Department are gang stalking under a fake sun as well. Looking to the left or the right is the tactic. While these demons, these puppets are already shown. And it's the same with them. That's the pattern of conduct. This isn't witchcraft, Satan. It's not working. You're going to prison. Holding a gun and a badge and looking to the left and the right is why you're going to be committed. It's psychopathic, delusional behavior. Delusional. You're delusional. P.O.C. You're listening to me, and I know you are, and everybody else is watching because you're going to prison. You were told your sentence before it happens. You're going to prison, Satan. P.O.C. Coming over here gang stalking, telling me to be quiet, and I'm the reason why you're here. Watch this fake sun remain over me while I walk away from that demon. All of them are in this parking lot gang stalking. Jason Fields is going to prison. This is the entity that targeted me with this asinine system. All right, these flying monkeys, these demon-possessed psychopaths sitting around engaging in surveillance. Stalking. Stalking with those over and under the age of majority. Those are immigrants. They don't even belong in this country, and they're engaging in terrorism with gang members. All right? That light activity inside of that laundry room, he's going to prison. You're not doing anything other than gang stalking. This is the entity that engages in that, and this is what they are typically using to defame target individuals that are not armed with the evidence. Because I am letting this turd, this skid mark, know what he is. This is not evidence of mental illness on my part. I'm letting a psychopath know exactly where he is going. This is the entity that's being put in their place, and do not mistake that. He's going to federal prison. This is psychopathic. He's got a gun, and he's stalking me right now. You're going to federal prison for that. That's why they're wearing those uniforms. If this fake son is moving as I'm moving, he's going to prison. He's going to prison because everybody in this parking lot and in this store, in this plaza, and on a whole boulevard are stalking. He's going to prison. That's P.O.C. These are demons. And these are demons that are psychotic. You're stalking me at the 10 freeway last night. You're stalking me at Over Family Community Library in helicopter last night. You're stalking me while I'm walking through the neighborhood. You know exactly what this is. It will never equal mental illness. You cannot lie and then engage in what is stalking me and cause that to be evidence that's going, no, it will never happen. You're going to prison. You have always been the mentally ill one, and everybody gang stalking with you, including Jason Fields, a vagina monitor, his wife, Tracy Banks, a vagina monitor, Eric Spencer, a gang stalking fake relative, a vagina monitor. They're sex offenders, they're predators. You're not getting my money, and you will be committed. You're going to be federally prosecuted with your unintelligent co-defendants. This is P.O.C. That's not the sun that's remaining over me while they are driving away and moving away. That sun remains, it's idiosyncratic with regard to me and where I'm at. He is targeting, and everything that came out of his face is an unlawful threat. Mike Lorenz is being prosecuted for this, for engaging in what is harassment and terrorism and psychologically harmful conduct, which does not create mental illness on the part of the one that you are stalking. I'm going to prosecute you. You're going to prison for abusing those positions and harassing me, and doing so when I already prosecuted you. Now you're just begging for attention, so I will embarrass you on the internet. It will not be confused by anybody. You're going to prison. This is P.O.C. You're going to federal prison. That's the pattern of conduct. Superior is engaged in harassment. This is a federal RICO case. They're all monitoring together. 53001 Mary 2. 8KGU 667. They're all monitoring. There's no sun over the Ovid Family Community Library. Do not be distracted. The facts remain. That's what they cannot combat with. They cannot contend with facts while they're engaged in what is harassing. These psychological torture tactics are unsuccessful. When you are no longer ignorant, they're going to prison and they're being disbanded. They're going to be prosecuted as terrorists, and anybody that's an immigrant of that agency is being deported like any other immigrant. You're not welcome here. This is P.O.C.